Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to your another session of your online classes. Children, there are total 19 lessons that you will be preparing for your final exams. And children, out of those 19 lessons, we have finished 8 lessons and it's a considerable big portion. Today I am going to start your ninth lesson, that is lesson number 14, reproduction in animals. This lesson is from your bio portion, and children, this particular lesson has got a um, sufficient weightage in your final exam. So, let us start with the topic for today. First of all, let us understand what is meant by reproduction. Children, in your previous classes, in your 6th and 7th standard, you have studied about the different type of life process that exist in the living organism. And you have also studied about the reproduction in your 7th standard. I think it was there in 7th standard, reproduction in plants. So, in 8th standard, we are going to study about reproduction in animals. So first of all, what is meant by reproduction? It is a process in which living organisms give birth to their own kind. In the picture you can see, children, the mother elephant is moving very nicely with her cute small baby, and and next is, let us understand what is the importance of reproduction. Significance or importance, it has got the same meaning. First is, it helps to maintain continuity of life. If all, just imagine children, if all elephants they start reproducing from today onwards, definitely after 20 years, 30 years or 40 years in coming year, a time will come when there will be no elephant and they will again become extinct organism. So reproduction helps in maintaining the continuity of life. Second is, it helps to maintain population of a particular species. Due to so many natural disasters, some man-made disaster, children, every year so many different form of biodiversity are being lost. But the process of reproduction has to cope them and help in maintaining their particular population. Reproduction also help us to study about the evolution, because reproduction also brings about variation in the species. Now children, there are there are billions and billions varieties of living organisms that exist on the earth. Broadly, we can put them into three types: microorganisms, the plants and the animals. When we study about the reproduction of all different living organisms, we find that it can be very broadly put into two types: asexual reproduction and the sexual reproduction. Let us understand what are the difference between asexual reproduction and the sexual reproduction. One parent is involved, whereas in case of sexual reproduction, two parents are involved. In asexual reproduction, the young ones or the next generation is exactly the carbon copy of the parents, whereas in case of sexual reproduction, we find that the young ones are similar but they are not the carbon copy. In case of asexual reproduction, the process of gamete formation and fertilization is absent, whereas it is present in case of sexual reproduction. In case of asexual reproduction, the formation of gamete do not take place, whereas it takes place in case of the living organism that show sexual reproduction. Now children, first today we are going to study about the various forms of asexual reproduction that take place in the animals. Okay, so just now we discussed the characteristics of asexual reproduction. Just to revise, that offsprings are exactly 100% carbon copy of their parent. They are genetically identical. Whatever DNA, RNA is present in the parent, 100% same is sent to the young ones. This type of reproduction, asexual reproduction, is very much observed in case of unicellular organism and also those living organisms that are very poorly developed. And in case of uh, this asexual reproduction, the population growth is very fast. You can observe this, children. Your mother must be preparing curd at home. So in the morning, if she sets the milk for curd, by after 4 to 5 hours, you can see that the curd is ready. By mistake, if you have left the bread on your platform for 1 or 2 days, children, it gets the fungus. So you can understand how fast is the asexual reproduction. Actually, asexual reproduction, it's of many types. But children, in your syllabus, they have covered only 3 to 4 types. So I'll be restricting myself only to those type of asexual reproduction. The different type of asexual reproductions are fission, means breaking up. Budding means um, fragmentation means children breaking down, and sporogenesis is also breaking up. Okay, so basically it also involves breaking up of the parent. Let us first understand what is meant by fission. The word fission means children breaking up. Okay, so it is a mode of reproduction in which unicellular organism undergoes the process of division and result in the formation of young ones. So first the division of nucleus take place, and it is followed by the division of cytoplasm, and then two small young ones are formed which gradually grow with passage of time. When they get matured, again they result in the formation of young ones. Now, binary fission is of two types, children. Binary fission in which the nucleus divides into two. Bi means two. Here, two young ones are formed, whereas multiple fission, here, many young ones are formed. Binary fission. Each daughter cell carries a nucleus of its own, which is genetically identical to the parent. The cytoplasm divides into two. Okay, and children, in different living organism we find that the division of the nucleus is in different way. In some way the nucleus divides in a particular direction, whereas in few it is non-directional. It is one of the most simple and uncomplicated method of reproduction. It is very much common in amoeba and euglena. Let us understand with the help of diagram. You can see in the picture, children, how first the elongation of nucleus take place, then division of cytoplasm, and then finally two daughter cells are formed. The two young ones, we call them as daughter cells. Please, there is no gender bias, and it is just that scientists name them as daughter cells. Same thing, children, similar phenomena happens in case of paramecia. Now, let us understand about the multiple fission. In case of multiple fission, the nucleus repeatedly divides into many times, and each nucleus get a bit of cytoplasm because less cytoplasm is available, and slowly the nucleus start developing, and a stage comes when they start growing. So the cell membrane get burst and all the young ones get scattered in the atmosphere. Example is Plasmodium and true slime. Plasmodium, children, it is one of the protozoa which is responsible for causal of malaria. See here in the picture you can see one nucleus, it divides into many, and later on due to the growth of the nuclei the cell membrane just breaks up and the young ones are released. Similar thing happens in case of Plasmodium. One nucleus divides into many and the and the cell membrane just get broken up. Children, the next type of asexual reproduction is budding. First look at the picture. Children, this is the hydra. Now you can see that a small outgrowth is observed. Many times you must have fallen down. आप कभी गिर गए होंगे तो आपके सर पे एक चोट आई होगी, है ना, एक छोटा सा बर्ड आ जाता है. Same way, a small bud is formed at any particular part of the hydra, or it can be any other living organism. Children, slowly the bud starts developing and develops all its part of the body. When the bird is able to obtain food on its own, okay, it gets detached from the parent and develops as a young one. Then after few time, the young one again becomes a parent and give birth to the young one. So budding is the asexual mode of reproduction. In this, a new organism is developed from the small part of the parent's body. A bud which is formed detaches to develop into new organism. The newly developed organism remains attached as it grows further. When it gets matured, it gets detached from the parent. Example is hydra and the yeast. So this is the diagram of Hydra, and children, this is the diagram of the yeast. Yeast, which your mother must be using when she does some baking certain things. So children, it was all about your asexual mode of reproduction that is included in your syllabus for this year. Children, please draw all the diagrams that are given here in the slides, and please do write the notes. In case you did not understand anything, please do let me know so that I can take it in my next class. Thank you and God bless you. And children, prepare yourself well for your test. Thank you. God bless you.